Alright, so hopefully the audio and video end up in line with each other. On this one, the drive is getting a little bit full, so I need to transfer some stuff off of it. But anyways, this is going to be 1.6. Solve linear inequalities. Okay, and just as a reminder, I know it's probably been a while since you've seen inequalities other than just like discussions that we've had and stuff. Linear inequalities can be written in the form ax plus b less than 0, ax plus b greater than 0, ax plus b less than or equal to 0, or ax plus b greater than or equal to 0. Okay, those are your options there for how they can be written. Another definition is compound inequalities consists of two simple inequalities joined by and or. If you had my mom's class, I'm pretty sure she gave you a way to remember that. The less than and is land, and greater than or is gore. So hopefully you remember that, or hopefully that helps. Let's see. Just as a refresher here, an important thing to note, inequalities follow the same rules as equations in terms of adding and subtracting. But remember, when multiplying or dividing, by a negative number, you must reverse the inequality. Okay, so a quick example of that. If I have negative x is less than 24, in order to move that negative over, I need to take the inequality and I flip it to be x is greater than negative 24. Okay, so I had negative x is less than 24. Now I have x is greater than negative 24. There are still some word problems in this section, but I'm not sure that we're actually going to do anything with that. In terms of graphing inequalities, if it is less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, when graphing, we use brackets. Okay, so example of that would be if I set up a graph. Okay, let's just say x is greater than or equal to 3. Then on my graph, I have 3, there's 0 over here, and the numbers are getting bigger. X is greater than or equal to 3, so I draw a bracket, and then I draw it going that direction. Then if I have something like just less than or just greater than when graphing, we use parentheses. Okay, so if I have x is greater than 3, okay, I still set my graph up the same way, but now I use a parentheses going in the direction of my graph to do that one. Okay, and we'll be graphing these. We'll be graphing some between the two options. We'll be graphing some just going one direction or the other. But we'll be using this notation. Okay, previously you've probably used a notation that looked something like this. Okay, for the same thing. So you probably used a closed circle and you went that way for that type. And then for the other one down here, when you had it like this, you probably used an open circle and had something like that. Okay, we are not using this form. I will take points off for that form. We're going to be doing it this way. This is preparing you for what's moving forward in this class and in pre-cal and from here on out. So we'll be using these forms of the bracket for less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. And then for less than or greater than, we'll be using parentheses to represent that. So I think that is just about everything. We'll be graphing some. We'll just be solving some inequalities. And some of them will be like reading off the graphs, and basically we'll be doing the reverse. They'll give us a graph and we'll be going the other direction. Like I said, there are a few word problems here, but I don't know if we'll actually do any of those. It'll kind of see what time permits for us to do. But other than that, I think that's good.